right. Welcome, folks. I am trying out a brand new format here. So I am a little all over the place getting started. But I wanted to test out some streaming of the new format just a little bit. So we can see where things are looking on the services that I'm streaming to. So if you are joining me after the fact, welcome. If you're joining me right now, also welcome. Would be happy to chat with you for a little bit here. I got a little bit of time, I think, before I have to get off of here. So I need to gather my thoughts and figure out what in the world am I doing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. What do we have in here? I've got plenty of thorium now for one upgrade. I need plenty more. But the cobalt is going to be a big one that I need to get as well, because I really want to get that adamantite pickaxe. So that one's going to be a little bit harder to do. And we'll see kind of how that all pans out. What do we have in here? Other thoughts? Alchemist's workbench. I could make that right now. I think I will. We'll see where I can put that. I think I've got a spot for it right behind me. Yep. Don't think I can really make anything yet. I need bottles, which I have plenty of sand now. So where did I put all of that sand is the big question. Let's find it. Not in any of those. In here? Perfect, I found it. I think we'll make 10 bottles, that's fine. And these ones go fast, if I remember correctly. Yeah, not terribly fast, but that's okay. Alright. Yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to get things straightened out here with my new format. So hopefully you enjoy a little bit of a cozy stream here as I play through a little bit of Hytale. Hopefully we can make a few things of antidote here. Looks like I can easily make 5. I will do that, because these have saved my life more than once every time I go to the desert. Keep those up there. And what else do we have? Just one more. Perfect. I will store these. Yeah, we'll put them in with the plants right in front of the alchemist's workbench. That's fine. Do need to get some more azure kelp, though. So that's going to come into play sometime soon. And then, let's see here. Okay. Just one second as I check out my... There we go. Everything is looking good on things. I wanted to check out to see if this thing also works. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, I mean, if there's any weird technical issues, I'm going to see what this sounds like too. Perfect. It sounds good, I think. Everything's visible. I'm excited about that. Hopefully others are excited as well. But we'll see how it all works out. Okay. Now that that's sorted, I'm going to sort my brain just a little bit. And I'm going to take a little bit of this distraction off over there. So I don't have to see that. Okay, excellent. There we go. I've got a teleporter. I've got these. So I need some cobalt, and I need some more thorium. Not too much more. And I've got plenty of shadow weave. Plenty of chitin. Let's see, 50 shadow weave plus 40, that's 90. And that's all the shadow weave I need for those. And I need 20 essences of ice, a bunch of cobalt. So really, I need to go north, is what I'm seeing. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to grab my horse. We're going to go north to the Winterlands. Okay, hello, buddy. That's not north. North is this way. Jump over the fence. Away we go. I'm gonna have to see if my computer can handle the stream as it is. I'm outputting in various formats right now. And it is definitely giving me some performance hits here and there. Still playable, it feels. So I'm not too worried. So we'll see how that all works out. We have a bear over here. Keep my horse nice and safe. There we go. Perfect. Doing, bud? Give him some food. And we're on our way again to the north. All right. Don't really think there's terribly much along the way that I need to worry about. If I do see some bears, I will need to stop and grab some heavy hides. So those are absolutely necessary for the upgrades I'm going for next. There's one. Right over here. I cannot fight with a carrot. That's for sure. Ow. Alright. I think I will eat an apple pie, though. I've got plenty of apples. You fell asleep? Carrot. Why would you fall asleep, horse? There we go. Jeepers. That was very inconvenient, my friend. Okay. Still going north. Let me go past the shadow weave space. Once we get a little closer, I think we'll go ahead and try to see where we are on the map. Maybe I'll stop once I get to my... Oh, that is a lot of wood and leaves. We'll stop once I get to my little camp in the north. So I have a little camp up there that I have on top of the above ground, underground structure. It has the shadow weave stuff in it. It's over this way a little bit. Come on. Here we go. Okay. I can come up here. This is where I lost my horse last time, so we're going to be very careful. Oh, there's still a turkey in there. That's fun. Okay, please don't go anywhere. I would like you to stay. Grab some of these just in case. Alright, let's check our map. We are needing to go up here. And I see a lot of glaciers. That might be a mine. It could also be a tower. That is a point of interest. Tower. Create a marker for that. Where else do we got here? Just a bunch of lands over here. nothing too terribly exciting in terms of ore. I could probably get rid of this marker here. There might be a little bit. That looks like water. That looks like cobalt. Is there any here? A little bit, maybe? There's some up here as well. I mean, that might be a good spot to go over here. But I really want to try out that structure up north. These are both mines. So those might have some good cobalt inside of it as well. I also have shadow weave, which I don't need. Should have enough shadow weave. We'll see kind of how it all pans out here. I'm going to have to build a little thing for my horse. So I'm going to do that as well. Can't do that while on horseback, apparently. Hey, stay back. Come on, stay in here. There you go. Make sure to give you... Wait, I can't have stairs up there. I need to go first person for this. Really hard to do almost anything in third person for building in this game, it feels. When you're trying to do intricate stuff. There we go. Nice little spot there. The horse should be safe in there. I don't think I need a top. And it should survive. So I'll just keep him there for now. And up here, I can just come down here and easily take these guys out. Well, take one of them out. There's only one more anyway. He's easy enough as well. And this is where I wanted to get to, is this camp over here. I guess I could have taken my horse the whole way, but he's a little tuckered out. So we're gonna leave him there for now. These guys are pretty active right now, though. So we'll see. There we go. Not too bad. And then there should be more guys coming around once I shoot them. There we go. Theoretically, they usually call in a lot of reinforcements. So if there's none in the direct vicinity, I think we're okay. I think we are okay for now. I've made that mistake before, though. Okay, not too bad. Let's see about getting up here, though. There we go. Okay, and there are more guys coming. Perfect. So that was anticlimactic. What about this guy over here? Hey, Alex, welcome to the stream. And just breaking my bow, apparently, fighting these guys. But I do have repair kits, so I will take one out and utilize that. There we go. Okay, so I think we're going to come down here in first-person view and see what sorts of ores I can find. I'll looking for cobalt and trying not to die. It's two very important missions right now. There we go. All right. Let's see if I can make this jump. Excellent. Take all those. Somebody's shooting at me. Where are you coming from? Is it up? All right, we'll chance it. Oh, hello. Okay, lots more guys over here. There we go. Not too bad. Over here, looks like we got a chest. No cobalt, unfortunately. That's okay. Looks like there is another space over here. That's interesting. Okay, I think I'll just chop my way through here and grab this shadow wave. Oh, there's some stuff here as well. And there is a guy up there. Very ambitious indeed. Where'd you go? Oh, he's back over here. Okay. Got him. Well, now we're back up here. I don't need to be back up here. Hey, Kessel Orion, welcome back. And Brendan, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you two are having a good evening so far. I am very much trying to brave these areas here with these really nasty group enemies of sorts. I should eat some apple pie. They hit hard and they really like to team up on you. Can I get up there? I think so. It's icy over here. So we do have an ice cave. I think there might be some cobalt down here. We'll just do a quick gander. So long as we don't go too low, we should be fine. That doesn't look happy down there. Do you see some rather nasty fish? I don't see any cobalt directly, so we'll go back up and see if we can find any in chests or wherever the else this goes. I think I'm going up the wrong way. Oh, an ice bat. Oh, welcome, Chelsea. Do we have here? This is another big cave. I don't want to be delving down there. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Trying to just have a nice, relaxing evening. Going through perilous areas. So I came all the way back up here for literally a dead end. But what can you do? Okay, so I can either delve into the caves, which I usually don't like, or since I really just need the cobalt, I don't need anything super special. I can just come up to the surface once I get these chests over here and I can go to a different area and get all of the cobalt that I probably need out in the open. So I think we'll do that. All right. Oh, hello. Just a goblin. Sorry. Don't mean to have to destroy you, but should be okay. All right, we're gonna go get my horse. It is almost sunset now. Grab the shadow weave on the way. Set my horse outside of this temple area over here. I don't know. These guys have a nice little base down here. Hopefully, yep, looks like my horse is still here. Thank you, horse, for not running away after I purposely blocked you in. But we've got options. There is whatever in the world this is. It looks like it has boats. That's cool. There is a couple structures way up north that I could go to. Or I think the most likely area is going to be kind of along the coast here. So I'm going to head over here, actually. I'll just put blue marker on the list. And that is this way. All right. Oh, we do have a bear sighting, so I do need the heavy hides. There we go. Back to the horse. All right, we'll see if we can get west enough to the coastline. Once we get to the coast, I think it'll be good because there is a lot of bad guys that pop out up here. Did my horse fall asleep again? Wait, okay, this guy is... We're kind of getting to the danger zone right now. So if you could kindly wake up. Do I need to hold out a carrot? Come on. I had to get the sleepiest horse. Come on, please. Buddy. Really nasty things coming out soon. There's a bear right there. Fine. I will keep you safe. Things I do for my horse. All right, we're going on foot, and where's this now? I'm just going to put a little marker here. Orange horse. Close enough. All right. It's late. I need the void essences, so if I do run into anything nasty out here, I should be well equipped enough to handle it. And my horse should stay there, theoretically. So we'll see how that all turns out. I also need... What is that? Oh, that's one of those big guys. Okay. I need both of these things. This guy, I can aggro first. Let him come to me. We'll do one at a time. Alright. And this guy... He's kind of fast, but not really at the same time. Alright. There we go. And I got my first void heart. Fantastic. So that is why I need those guys. Because the void hearts are going to get me an upgrade. I need 3 of them. For my... weapons upgrade, my blacksmith. Judson, welcome to the stream. Okay, so we are kind of in that coastal area now. What is the Void Essence used for? Void Essences are used for certain upgrades. I needed it for upgrading my workbench, I believe, to the level it's currently at. And there was another upgrade that required like 100 Void Essences, which is quite a few. These creepy guys without legs give me 2. These adorable little guys give me 1. And then the big guys with swords, and then the tentacle flying guys give me like 6 to 8 for each of those. So it's easy to kind of farm them in these areas. Just got to be careful because of all the trees. I found a salmon for the first time. Nice. Okay. So we're going to just hit the map. And this is a big glacier, which is annoying, but I do need to get past it. So the easiest way is up. Let's see if I can clamber on up here almost. I'm going to go first person. The ice is very slippery. So I do have to be careful now that I'm up here. Because one wrong move, you're falling into a large crevasse. Frost snail. Ooh, here's one of those guys. Oh, this is the worst area to fight in, though. Okay, that's fine. Can I hit you? There we go. These guys get too close, they shoot you and hurt really bad. Okay. Ah, my gosh. Gotta take care of that guy first and foremost. Okay. Eat some pie. Yeah, I promised a chill stream, but these guys... Oh my gosh. Well, I found a spawn spot for one of these things, at least. I just need to get over there. Another void heart. Fantastic. Phew. There we go. Well, that was exciting. Nothing like fighting some of the worst enemies in the game on ice. But it's snowing now. We got a new moon. That's why we've got all these guys popping out here too. The new moon brings out the worst of the worst. Oh, hello. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. Did find some more skeletons, though. I do need the essences of ice, so this is fantastic. Look at that. And use my special attack on him. You're welcome, Matt. Oh, what it? Hello. Sorry. There we go. Now these guys can drop void hearts as well, but it's ridiculously difficult for them to. Very low drop rate. Okay, I think I'm almost there, so just kind of book it a little bit. Nice. Sometimes things die on thorn bushes as well, or just in general. There's a bear. There we go for the heavy hides. And more of these guys. Perfect. I'll stay away from the fox. There's no reason to hurt a fox. Okay. Finally found some cobalt. Hopefully it's a nice big vein, but have a feeling it's just going to be these four. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Sometimes they hide a bit more right under the surface. Oh, this is a really good one. Perfect. Is that all? Yep, looks like it here at least. Okay, what is that over there? It looks like a little platform with boats. I'm going to check that out because I am running low on space, so there's probably some chests in there. I can probably drop some stuff off. I've got my 3 void hearts. I'm happy about that. So that was going to be a huge endeavor if I couldn't find it on the way somewhere. I'm just checking for blue dots. Like maybe there's some cobalt right there. Up north there's even more. But I think there's more directly across the way instead. Way over here. So I'm gonna create another map marker for blue. And we'll get rid of this one. Oh, I can't because I'm right here. Remove that marker. There we go. But first, I want to check this thing out. Do a little exploration. I think I am kind of safe to just shimmy down here a little bit without dying. That would be fantastic. All right, back to the ice and the freezing cold water, which currently doesn't do anything adverse at all. I'd be willing to bet at some point they're either going to add cold water does damage over time or something, or somebody's going to create a mod for it. Because it always felt weird that I could just jump into these frigid cold waters and swim around without any penalties or issues. Okay. This looks like an old civilization abandoned village with a fishing hole? Maybe? That's interesting. This is really cool. I haven't ever seen a structure like this before. Is there anything up here? Doesn't appear to be. Okay. We do have another giant building over here and some boats. Hello, there's somebody in there. So it is occupied. I don't know if sneaking actually does anything. Oh. Doomed Outlander shield. Okay, don't mind if I do. Furlog, hide, thorium. Don't think I need that. What can I keep in here? I don't need a brown common mushroom or a blue flatcap mushroom for now. I don't need cooked wild meat. Apples are nice. Wood is always nice to have. Shell cobble. Don't need that either. For now. Okay. All right. So hopefully he's the only guy in here. Got some more stuff there. That goes back outside. That's really interesting. Oh, hello. That's something I really wish they would fix. Sometimes when you open doors or interact with stuff near things that are just barely keeping themselves together, it falls apart as soon as you interact with it. They do have some chests on these boats. That's cool. And do I have room for that? I want to steal this chest, because I love the Lost Civilization chests. Okay, wonderful. I think I have to go over here first. And jump. And go through the fireplace. I don't think that did anything good for me. That's alright. Where's the other boat? Here it is. Inside an iceberg. Well, that's unfortunate. Is it? I wonder if it still spawned the chest, or if the chest got destroyed as well. We'll put my torch back on so it's easier to see. Hey, there it is. Oh, we got some cobalt from that. Wonderful. Okay, ice log. Okay, I don't need this crude hatchet or this crude sword, so I'll take the ice logs. Tomato seed bag. I don't need a copper hatchet. I've got iron, as well as backup iron as well. So let's see what else we have. You know what? I just remembered I have a teleporter. Let's make a nice little detour to go back to our base the fast way. Alright, so we need to warp to our temple base. It doesn't really matter what I call this, because I will be destroying it as soon as I get back. But this takes me all the way back home in a relative instance as it loads. And we're back. And I can tell this to go to Solus. And now it will be back there as well. So, for now, I will just drop some stuff off. Do I have enough? I've got enough cobalt, I think, to actually upgrade my pickaxe. What about here? I still need quite a few of the essences of ice. 13 more of those. Let's see, 27. Yeah, I'll put my void hearts in here. That should be fine. I think with 3 of these, I can now upgrade this. If I do that, I can get my super pickaxe, which is kind of my first big goal here. Alright, so only 4 scraps, a bunch of adamantite ingots as well. But I can actually make my adamantite hatchet as well. I will do that. Perfect. Do you have some hides that I need to cure? Light leather, medium leather, we're already in there. There we go. Okay, so now that we have the best adamantite hatchet and pickaxe in the game, we can't get mithril because mithril ingots and storm leather do not exist yet. I can replace that and this. What's in my backpack? I don't think I need these anymore. So, goodbye, cobalt pickaxe. You have served me well. Goodbye, iron hatchet. Also served me well. And we're gonna do our iron and cobalt here. We'll toss a copper in there as well. And make some... do want more apple pies, but I also can make pumpkin pies, which I find much more delicious than apple pies. Very curious which one would win out for you, Kessel. Would it be the apple pie or the pumpkin pie, if you had to choose? I'm only doing apples right now because I've got a surplus already. A meat pie. Interesting. I don't think I've ever had... well, I mean, I've had... do pot pies count as meat pies? It's probably the closest thing I've had to a meat pie. Get all of those in there. Let's see, what else do I need? I'm gonna bring a stack of cobblestone just so I can have them available. And then the ice, where can I put the ice? I don't want it in with the logs. I'll put it here too, doesn't really matter. Okay. I think that's good there. And then all three of these things I can just destroy along with the copper cirrus. I'll just do that. Very good. And my crude short bow, which definitely do not need anymore. Turn on this for copper. Don't really need to wait for that one, at least. And sticks go back. They're supposed to go back here. I think I ran out of sticks. Speaking of, I have 142 arrows. I should be fine on arrows for now. Oh, and we do have some light hides to throw in here too. I'll just wait for this one more. Since I have a lot of other materials to get, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my tanning rack. Because it'll tan things faster, and I can hold 3 items in here instead of just the 2. Get that back. Heavy leather can go in there. And then we'll just toss the thorium over here as well. Perfect. All right, back into the fray. And then I just break it and pick it up. And now I've got a portable teleporter. Okay. I just started myself on fire. That was fantastic. Let's grab more of these. See if anything's up here. Looks like we got another one. Wonderful. Little exterior. This would be a nice little winter lodge to take over, honestly, if you don't mind the desolate winter area, to have a little base. What is this table? Just admiring the table, the craftsmanship. There we go. All right. Distraction aside, I think we can come over here now, which is not too terribly far away. Just got to climb up a little bit. And it looks like we've got a little nice spot here to pillar our way up. We'll clamber our way up. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I'm just down a little... I climbed up the wrong thing, apparently. Of course I did. But instead of going down and around and back up again, don't need my poison stuff right now. We're just gonna... come on over this way. Is that it? Okay, perfect. I think I saw some. They were on the side over there a little bit. Here we go. Just a couple. No, not too bad. I see more over here. Any bad guys to worry about? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like I need to worry about too many pits either. Oh, this feels so much better with this Adamantite pickaxe. I forgot how overpowered this thing was. Just one hit on the slate without ores in it, 2 hits otherwise. Okay. So that was that one. Coming around here, there's some more on that side. So maybe I can just come over this way again. I think I need like 50 cobalt altogether. I'm probably not going to get in this spot here. There we go. Excellent. All right, next up. I don't think we've been over here yet, so I'm going to go over to the cavern icon. Ooh, that was a big jump. Almost made my heart drop a little bit. There we go. Got a decent amount in this little spot over here. I like it. Seems to be. All right, so let's find our next target. Oh, straight ahead. That wasn't too hard. Now, some people swear by cave diving for finding ores. Some people say, hey, if you really want a ton of ores, go to the bottom of the ocean. And you have to basically, oh, let me just take care of that guy so I can think. You have to basically force your way into an air pocket down there, because if you don't, you die, because there's no way in exploration mode to actually get your breath back. Outside of just making your own air pocket. There's no scuba gear in exploration mode. There is in creative mode, from what I understand. But near the bottom of the ocean, there's just tons of ores. Just all over the place. I think I'm trying to make my way over here. Did I already get that one? I did not. Just one. totally worth it. Let's see. Wrap around the soil. Find another little batch over here. I find that this method for gathering ores is much more relaxing. Because I can see everything that is going to be kind of harmful to me, usually before it gets to me. And if it does get to me out of the blue, I can usually avoid it. Now, do I come down here? I think I do for this one first. There's some guys there, but that's okay. It looks like we got a little pit here to an ice cave. That's a single little bit. That's fine. I think those are not ores. Those are just some slate deposits. I think the next bet's going to be kind of in this area, maybe. So we'll just wrap around a little bit. Avoid the giant pit. Kind of see what we can find over here. Might have to concede that I got all the cobalt on the surface in this area. And find another snowy biome to raid the kobold from. Although, I said I only needed like 50 some odd, and I'm already up to good old 65, so really I've got enough. That should be plenty to get me to my next upgrade. Which I should do weapons next, or should I do armor next? That is a good question. Because I think I need some more thorium in order to do both. I don't know, Kessel, what do you think? Should I do weapons or armor for my next upgrade? I think I'd be perfectly happy with either. We're going to be upgrading to Adamantite for either of them. So it's either going to be full Adamantite armor or Adamantite daggers and an Adamantite bow. So I'll do a lot more damage to the enemies or take a lot less damage. I think that's all the cobalt up here. It is. Maybe I'll just see what strikes my fancy once I get back to base. Though, you know what might be the deciding factor now that I think about it? I don't think I have those extra 13 frost essences yet. So I might have to do armor first. So we'll see. I think I'm done with cobalt though, which is fantastic. I should probably go get my horse. You think he might be awake by now? I sure hope so. Hopefully he's still there, I guess, is the next worry. Things have a habit of despawning in this game from time to time. Let's see, nothing really around here too much aside from some copper here and there. We'll just parkour our way through the zone. Try not to die. Here we go. Oh, polar bear. Wonderful. Ow. Of course, I have to fight it on the ice, but, you know, whatever. Do give a few heavy hides as long as they don't fall to the bottom of the ocean. Wait. That's exciting. I did see some gold down there, but I don't need that right now. It's a slight little heavy hide detour over here. Wait. Oh, come on. This is one thing they'll need to fix in the game, because some things don't swim, and then they just suffocate under the water, and it makes me feel so bad. But it's technically safer. And there's those big fish. I wonder if I can get the memories just by being a little close over here. Maybe I'll jump in. Why not? Feeling a little adventurous. Snapjaw. Okay, we got it. Okay, now I can make my way to my horse. A little swim through freezing waters to wake you up a little bit. And then I think with the carrots that I have, I can lead my horse through my portal. So really, I don't have to ride all the way back to base to get those upgrades. My mouse button glitching a little bit there, and not too big of a deal at least. Okay. Do really like the movement in this game. Did see some mods out there that had like improved movement capabilities, where you could do like dodging and rolls backwards and even better parkour, which looked pretty interesting. But I'm just gonna wait to see how the base game turns out before I actually invest in any sort of mods. Even quality of life mods I'll probably avoid for the most part. There we go. Essence of Frost. Hey. Snake, come on. Oh god. Hello. Did not anticipate to be gained up on here. Oh, hello. Why are you not hurt at all? Okay. I'm going to abort that. Oh, hello. Get some pie before I die. There we go. That was wild. Okay. We're safe. Nothing like a little bit of an adrenaline rush. Turning around and seeing a gain of extraordinarily difficult guys when there's like tons of them around. Okay, yes, my horse is still there. Oh, I do not see anything there. So we will grab the horse and place down a teleporter. Get it to the temple base. Again, the name doesn't matter. Yes, come on. Through the gate, mister. I know I just gave you a carrot, but I'd love you to follow. There you go. Good boy. All right, in we go. Oh boy. All right, we'll lead him out. Are you stuck on my fire? He's stuck on my campfire. Okay, I know it's really hard to go over things sometimes in this game for the monsters, or the mobs. But that's okay. Hey, you got your buddies. Yep, everybody gets one. Yep, you can rest. You're fine. Oh, my apple orchard is packed full of apples now. But I got other things to do first. Like, I've got ore to smelt. Additional thorium. You know what, I'm going to grab both of those. And do that over here, I think. Just going to grab that. Smelt with the coal, and then I can grab the other coal from in here. Put that in as well. There we go. And my hides. The hides. Perfect. Okay. First person view to make things easier. Okay, so my weapons requires 10 more essences of ice and 10 more essences of fire. The cobalt's not going to be a bigger problem. This one, I've got everything I need once that cobalt is done smelting, which means I am on my way to a full suit of, oh gosh, the heavy leather. I forgot about that. How much heavy leather do I need? 8 plus 5 plus 4. So we're up to 17 plus 7, 24. I could get another 4 for 28 if I want that that shield, which I think I do. 28 heavy leathers. I do not have 28 heavy leathers. Ah, les sigh. I will have 13 heavy leathers. That's at least enough for a chest piece and whatever else. Just 10 more ingots need to smelt. There we go. One more, I think. I think this should give it to me. There we go. Alright, armor upgrade. Tier 3. Final tier. Excellent. What do we got? We've got Adamantite Cirrus, and I think my gloves also are shown. Plus 11 versus plus 10. Cirrus is 24 versus 22, so it's not a huge upgrade compared to the Cobalt gear. And I don't know what light attack damage is either. I don't know if it's like the regular attacks, or if it's like something that's not even in the game yet. Either way, it's the best armor that we can get so far, I think. I don't think there's any drops that can get us any better. And the mithril's not really implemented yet. That's okay. Alright, I've got 8. Now I can get my chess piece, and we'll start there. Do really like the looks of the mithril. Cirrus. Put that on. There we go. I think that looks nice. Excellent. Then, what else? Gloves will give me +1. Greaves will give me +2 health for 7 leather. The helmet will give me +2 health for 5 leather. So I think I'm going to go with the helmet. I also need some more cinder cloth scraps and stuff. Even though I can't see the helmet because I have it hidden. That will be nice to have. More. Just wait for this one. I do have this. There we go. Okay. Even though this is upgraded and it's much faster, it's still slow as molasses. It feels like waiting for that leather. Okay, I said helmet. I'm going for helmet. 5 leathers, 4 scraps, 15 ingots. Not a problem. Here we go. At 165 health at this point. Okay, one other thing I wanted to look at was this totem of healing. I need a bunch of thorium ingots, which I don't think I have. But the greater health potions is what I really need. And to get that, I need lesser health potions. And I need to upgrade this thing, which requires more gold ingots. So remember when I said I don't think I needed gold? Well, I was mistaken. However, I don't think I'm near enough to the large bodies of tropical water, which have some of the best gold that I've seen just under the surface of the water. Very easy to mine, very easy to get, very safe as well. There's barely any guys that come out there. So I'll have to check to see if I can find a place like that. I also want to find a mage tower in the north for essences of ice. If I can do that, I will be set, because that gives us at least 50 to 75 essences in one clearing of a tower. It's ridiculously good. And if you get to the top of the tower, you can bottleneck everybody kind of coming up the stairs, and it's really kind of easy to just take them all out without any real worry for yourself. You plop a teleporter up there, and if things really start going south, all you have to do is teleport back to your base and you're fine. Right now, if they follow you, it's actually bugged a bit, and they usually stop attacking. So either way, it's kind of foolproof. As long as you stick to the plan. Whoops. I did not mean to hit my tree. I hope I didn't destroy an apple permanently. Well, I've got plenty. That's fine. It's annoying to gather all of them by hand, but, you know, maybe eventually they'll let you shake the tree or something and have them all fall down. That would be nice. Okay. 40 apples. Not a bad haul. I think I can make 5 pies. Let's queue them up here, and then we just have to wait a little bit for that. Welcome, Yuriyumi, or Andy, whichever you prefer. Just back at base, getting our stuff kind of sorted. Curious if I should hold on to my old cobalt gear for posterity. I think I will. I've got those cool chests. I'll put it over here. This little spot here to hold some cool gear that I will not use again. But it's just nice to have. Trees never grow after the first phase. That's interesting. I know there are, like, the apple trees are different. They take about 5 in-game days to grow. And I have seen some of the other trees kind of get bugged a little bit if they are too close to one another or too close to structures. So you have to have kind of a nice little clearing around them. Usually at least 4 to 5 spaces around each tree will be enough to let it grow to full height, unless it's a redwood. I think redwoods need like 8 to 10 spaces all around it. And then you're actually able to, if you wait 8 to 15 in-game days, the redwoods will actually grow to the final phase, which if you cut that down in one go, you get almost 1,500 blocks of redwood logs, which is a ridiculous amount of redwood. If you have a small field, or a large field for that matter, near your base and plant 4 of those, and just let them go for like a couple in-game weeks, eventually you'll have more wood than you know to deal with. Oh yeah, that's weird. Massive area with 20 blocks in between. It's been weeks. Yeah, I don't know, because I mean, it is early access too, so there is probably some bugs, but what trees are you trying to grow? I'm very curious. I know I've only had problems growing trees so far if they're too crowded, but the only thing I've had real troubles with is growing redwoods to the full height consistently. Oh, the first 4 from the cart. Yeah. Oh, the beech and the birch, ash and oak, the kind of those basic trees there. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I don't know why it would be causing you troubles at all. Let's just do a little experiment here to see if there's anything weird about them. I'm gonna grab some here. Where's the other one? There we go. Let's go plant them. Might take a little while, but I'm just gonna plant them kind of aesthetically and randomly to see if there's any rhyme or reason to it. Like, obviously these are non-optimal spaces for the trees, but, you know, if they grow, then they grow. It'll just take a little while. So we'll see what happens. Oh, thank you for the follow. Very kind. I am only playing on this world on stream. So if you catch the streams or the on-demand backups after the fact, I do store them on the other site that lets you store free videos forever, effectively, on my account, same username. in the stream. You probably have a little bit of icon down there to check it out if you really want to. But if you mixed in the next one, I will make sure to keep an eye on these trees and see what is going on, if any of them are feeling bugged or whatever. Because it really should be as simple as you plant them, and after a few days they grow through multiple phases. And in the card itself, it's supposed to say, yeah, 7 stages over 3 days, 5 stages over 2 days, 5 over 2, 5 over 2. So, very strange. I just noticed that I have enough for an upgrade. I can upgrade my cart if I have... Oh, you know what? All right, sidetrack. I'm sorry, my ADHD is kicking in now, and I need to grab a sickle. And yeah, we're gonna go harvest our crops here so we can finally turn them in for the essences. There we go. This will give us a little bit of time for the trees to grow as well, but obviously it takes a few in-game days for it to do anything. Water next to the crops, it kind of helps at this point. I have seen the immediate squares next to the crops get watered when you plant things. I have seen them not get watered when you plant things. The reason I have the troughs here is when I plant things... I'm actually full. I'll get rid of my stone rubble for now. When I actually plant things and then water my crops with my watering can, which I'll do in a moment, I'll show you the nice little technique that I came up with. And then we'll kind of go from there to show you the efficiencies. But I want to get that in there first. And 1 second here. Just had to respond to a message over there. This is what I needed. I need 5 of these. Well, 3 of these, actually. I miscounted. It's fine. Perfect. Cool, now I can sell my pumpkins, too. That'll be nice. I'll get rid of a few of them, because I want to buy some pumpkin seeds. 6 per. We'll do 200 of these. Why not? I need the essences. And yeah, it's mostly just for the watering can. See, as you interact with stuff in the world, the neighboring blocks update their state, and so a lot of the stuff that's watered turns to dry afterwards. I like doing plots of 100 because it's one of those numbers that tickles my brain. I thought I grabbed my watering can. I must have gotten distracted. And again, I've been saying this since day 1, but I truly, truly need to build a bridge over this river, so I can stop jumping in the water every single time. Alright, yeah, I just come through here, do 10, refill, and even if I miss one and have to use an extra thing for my watering can, I won't run out. Takes a little while, but it's nice and methodical once you get used to it. If you got a mechanical keyboard like me, you get the clicky clacks of every side step. There we go. Yeah, it's nice. I like that technique a lot. It goes really fast, and it makes it so I don't have to run to a water source every single 20 crops that I do. And if I only put it on the sides instead of in front and back, I can easily plant my seeds all like this without changing direction or having to be starting inside of the crop area. With that many, it should be easy to get forever seed or whatever it's called. Yeah, the eternal seeds, absolutely. And honestly, that's why I do like these groups of 200. So now that I'm at the pumpkin stage, I can actually just get a ton of essences, and then all I need to do is get to things like the onions and whatnot, because I think the onions and the potatoes are the best return for the money, because it gives you 3 or 4, if you're lucky, per harvest of an onion plant or a potato plant, and each of those gives you 4 essences to sell, but you also get a bunch of essences just harvesting the plants. So really, it just goes super fast. Pumpkins are a great alternative as well. Yeah, it gets ridiculous after a while how many essences you need, but like once you get that process going, it really just explodes in terms of how many essences. And eventually I have gotten to the point in my other world where I have like 400 greater essences of life, and I just keep on getting more and more, and it's kind of ridiculous. But like right now, red tomatoes and chilies. Next up, we're looking for dark wood, which is like cedar. So I'll have to figure out where that is. And then I can get to the cotton and the rice. And then, of course, from there to the onions and the potatoes. And then from there, it's the hidden recipes. These are the level 8 through 10 recipes that you get by destroying the blood roses, blood cap mushrooms, and blood leaves, as well as the blue variety and the yellow variety of those special plants. Getting the recipes from those. Yeah, you need you need those crops as well. It's not terribly bad though. Like if I look at the eternal pumpkin seed, sure, you need 30 pumpkins, right? But what I end up doing is if I wanted that whole pumpkin patch to be eternal pumpkins, I would plant them just as I did right now, harvest all of these, that's 200 pumpkins right there, and then I would buy as many eternal pumpkin seeds as I could with the pumpkins that I had, and replace the crops as I went. And after like 3 or 4 cycles, I will have a full field full of pumpkins that are eternal. And then as I get more eternal pumpkins in there, that's less and less seeds that I need to buy at that point. So really, it's not terribly bad. Do have a thing here. 1 second. Message from my wife. Okay. So I do think that will serve me well for those essences for now. Yeah, the 7x7 plots is probably a good start as well. I like 10x10 just because for some reason the nice big square, nice big even number tickles my brain just right. It takes up a lot of space on the map. It looks like that one's green already. And I don't know where I'm going to be putting the rest of them, but I'm probably going to keep on, probably do another plot here of 100 and then just have 300 crops in rotation. Probably make one of these fields a forever field, maybe two of them, and then have one just for whatever else I need to grow. That usually will serve me well enough. If I want to go all out, I would probably, convert a swath of this land to eternal seeds just for fun. But like, that feels like overkill at this point. Yeah, multi-level greenhouse would be fantastic. I would love that. Honestly, that's one thing I need to get better at in these games, like this game in Minecraft. Building stuff for me has always been very like utility based. Like the crop fields of 100 is like, it's just a block. It's useful. It's very efficient, but it doesn't have the aesthetic of like, a meandering garden that has all these cool things everywhere, or like even this quote unquote apple orchard that I have going on here. I tried to be a little aesthetic with the placements on the hill. I thought it was kind of nice. It could be a lot better, but like, it's not the first orchard that I had, which was 16 trees in 2 rows and really easy to harvest all of them. Although I did get a little creative and I planted some eternal pumpkins throughout, because that reminds me of when my family and I go apple picking every year. There's also pumpkin patches nearby, and so sometimes we'll also go pumpkin picking at the same time, which is really nice. Yeah, it's interesting, the play styles. Like, I see some streamers will be playing these games and they've got these like mega structures that have taken like months to build, and I'm like, I do not know if I have the patience for that. But honestly, that it's kind of the reason I started streaming for this game, is I want to challenge myself. And I think one of the reasons I wasn't before was because it was all just for me. I don't play multiplayer on these, right? I don't do much in terms of stuff for other people to enjoy seeing. So I thought, well, if I stream, then I've got incentive. But of course, I'm streaming and now I'm playing where I need to progress my gear first, and then I can get to the creative stuff. But, that's to be coming soon enough, I think. So we'll see how that goes. For now, I'm just happy to kind of have a chill stream in here and see kind of where I can get to, teach about the game a little bit, see what others are doing, which has been a lot of fun. Yeah, 50 by 50 chunks of land for sure to deal with. It's a lot. I think these are mature already. That was extraordinarily fast. So we're going to grab some of these while we wait for other things to happen. I probably will be done for the night soon, though. I really do need to get a more set schedule for the streams. As soon as I do, I will start posting about that for sure. But for now, it's just kind of when I'm able to, when the kids are in bed, or when my wife is able to take care of some stuff on her own while I get down here to take care of this. So it's kind of hit or miss when I'm going to be streaming again, but mostly nighttime around this time is going to be pretty much the best times to catch me. Usually about 9 p.m. Central US time is probably going to be the best time to find me. But, you know, again, it's very hit or miss. Sometimes I'll stream on the weekend in the afternoon. And I have it set up now where I'm streaming here on TikTok live. But I also do stuff on, yeah, it's 11:14 right now p.m. I also do stuff on the other two main channels, the Tubes of You and the Purple site. I don't know if it matters whether or not I say the actual names of those places, but you can find me everywhere under the same information. I do have to update on the stream overlay. It looks like I've got my Blue Sky information on there instead of my other streaming information on there. So it should be all the same sort of stuff, but you'll get replays in other areas, whereas I think here doesn't have the replays publicly available. But for now, we do what we can. Okay, I'm just going to plant these tomatoes. And then I think we might be calling it a night. Got a lot accomplished in this session, which I'm very thankful for. I'm going to need these tomatoes for the next upgrade, I think. Okay, and then I think next stream we'll see how those trees fare, because I'm going to be going and gathering some more ingredients for some upgrades. I need some frost essences. I need probably some more, I guess let's check just to make sure. I need frost essences, essences of fire, some more thorium. So those are 3 things I need to go gather, so that's going to take a little while. But I also need more cinder cloth scraps and heavy leather for the actual upgrades. Heavy leather should be easy enough. Cinder cloth scraps I will get while I'm also getting the essences of fire. So really, we should be all set outside of that. So that'll be next stream. And I'll also field any questions and talk about the game, talk about whatever else we want to talk about during the time that we have together. But I think that should be good for now. I'll get my inventory organized next time. So I'll just stand up here and say thanks for joining, everybody. Really happy to have you here. Glad to talk about the game and chat a bit. Wonderful to have you stopping by. Hopefully we can see you again soon. But I will be here when I'm here, and when I finally have a set schedule, I will let you all know. So thanks for joining. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you next time. All right. Now I got to figure out how to turn this thing off. Good night, everybody.